Alright, so today we're going to work on our ears. He's being very good for me today, so I'm making a series of videos that I will edit and post as we go along. Alright, I need you to sit, bud. Good job. So he's still only a year, so he does need help with when I ask for a repositioning. He likes to lay down for grooming, and what I'm about to do, I need him to sit, so I kind of have to help him right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on his beard. Yes, it is currently yellow and orange. It is wet. We've had rain. He was outside playing. So I'm just going to brush it down using my comb, starting again with the thicker and the wider end of the teeth, and then moving to the thinner. That way, if there's any tangles, I'm not pulling too hard at the start. And then the thinner area allows me to get those smaller areas out. So when his beard is dry, it is a cream color. I do dry it off as best I can with a towel. Good boy. Oh, we got a little snag there. Hang on a second. Okay, up. Good boy. There we go. Good job. What did you do outside today, buddy? Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see from there, but I have a nice mat here. So I always have my ice on hand. Okay. He doesn't always like when I hold him by the jaws, so I try not to do it, but with this mat, I'm going to have to. Give it a little spurt, give him a break from me holding him like that, and I'm going to work it in. Oh boy. Yes. All right, I need you to sit. Come on. Hondo, sit. Good job. Put your feet down. You have to sit. Enough. Okay. So now that I have him back in the position I want him, and I could let that ice on ice sit for a second, I'm going to take my comb and work it through, break it up into smaller pieces. You take a big mat, make it smaller, and they come out easier. It's easier on you. It's easier on the dog. Good boy. I know you're snorting. You don't like when I hold you like this, huh? Oh, and we have another snag here. Stop. Right down there. So I'm just going to work that out. There we go. Good job. And sometimes with this method, when you break up the mats, you can actually pull out tiny little mats with your fingers, and they don't even care. His whole problem with wiggling is not because of the mats, it's because I'm holding him. He likes freedom. He doesn't like to be restrained. He knows he has to do it sometimes. You are not laying down. Stay. But he's young. He's still learning. All right, so we're brushing the beard down. We got all our mats out. All right, so outside of it being wet from being outside and getting a drink, the beard is ready to be trimmed. So the thing about our breed is one of the characteristics of our breed is literally in our name. We are the bearded of the third. So I don't want to trim his beard, but I don't know about you guys. I don't like it when it curls in his mouth. So what I do is I take my hand and I push up the beard and I hold it there. No, he's not the biggest fan of this, but he's learned to deal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush down those smaller hairs that are underneath. So this is not the top layer of the beard, it's underneath. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim those a little bit, just to keep them from curling in his mouth. Just a little bit there. Then I brush it down. So we keep the appearance of the beard, but we get rid of the problem of the beard curling into his mouth. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take my hand again, take the top layer and pull it up. Use my comb. Oop, got a little too much there. And brush it down. And I'm just going to trim just to keep it from curling into his mouth. And if you let them pant like this and see how his mouth's a little bit open, you can see more of what's likely to curl in his mouth and trim that. And then I'm going to take my comb and brush that top layer down. This helps keep it down the smell of the wet beard. It keeps him happier because he doesn't have hair in his mouth. And we keep the appearance we like for the show ring with having our characteristic beard.